Welcome to the Eczema Warrior podcast. I'm your host, Julia Chen. I'm here to help you heal your eczema naturally so you can finally live your best damn life. Many years ago in my own eczema healing journey, I was stuck and confused on how to heal my skin. Fast forward to today, after many lessons learned and lots of trial and error, I'm now living my best life and traveling the world with clearer skin. If you're an eczema or TSW warrior who desires a life of food freedom and is wanting to heal your skin without steroids while using mindset and manifestation as a tool, you're in the right place. Now let's get into it. Everyone, welcome to another episode of the Eczema Warrior podcast. We are on episode 28. It feels like I've done a million episodes. I don't know why I feel that way, but I think it's because I've been recording podcast episodes since February when I launched this podcast. And I don't know, it just feels like it feels like I'm at like the 100th episode, but we're at 28, guys. Okay, so today's episode is going to be all about how to release control. This is a big one, especially when we're thinking about wanting to heal really desperately and wanting to see the end result. As eczema warriors, we tend to want to control results. We want to control how our journey is going to turn out. And so in today's episode, I'm going to teach you and give you guys tips on how to release the timeline when it comes to your eczema healing. But before we do that, I was going to do a life update. Honestly, not much is going on right now. You guys know that I have some exciting traveling coming up in the next week. Actually, the day that this podcast episode is being released, I'm actually going to be catching a flight. I'm so excited, but you guys know I like to keep this a secret. And I always get you guys to vote in a poll to guess where I'm going. So definitely check my Instagram stories. I'm going to be on the road today when this podcast episode is being released. Now, I thought with each podcast episode, I'm going to do something different now. I'm going to be sharing with you guys a client win. So recently, I just finished a nutrition package with one of my clients, Jackie. She worked with me in CYE, my group coaching program, in 2022, early 2022. And then after she completed CYE, when CYE used to be a 3-month program, she decided to continue working with me, doing one-on-one sessions in a nutrition package kind of style. So we've been working together now for almost a year and a half, and ups and downs with her journey. But for the most part, she's always able to come out of her very severe flares, I would say. And in the past few months, she's been flaring and, going through the usual flares that you guys would totally know how that feels like. And after working very hard on her mindset, working on figuring out her root causes and getting her back on track, because what had happened is that after CYE, she healed really well, but went into another flare because of some personal stuff that was going on. So anyways, I got a message a few days ago, and I just want to share with you guys what she had said. Hi, Julia. I'm doing even better. I wake up with minimal dryness and my hands are healing more. I'm wearing short sleeves out in public now, and my skin feels comfortable to do that. Heart. I haven't been able to for 2 years. Such a huge win. I'm extremely thankful. Thank you so much for all of your help. So I just want to share this because, as you guys know, when it comes to healing eczema, it really puts your life on hold, especially when you can't do certain things. For Jackie, it was huge for her to be able to wear the clothes that she wants, especially now it's summer, and being absolutely confident in doing so. So just wanted to share that win with you guys. And again, if you want to work with me and achieve what Jackie had achieved with her skin, then you can go to the show notes and apply for my coaching program, Clear Eczema. Okay, without further ado, let's get into today's episode. So when it comes to control with your healing, believe it or not, this actually makes your healing journey even harder. Now, there are several reasons for this. And one of the reasons is when you're controlling when healing is going to happen, you're actually blocking your manifestations. The reason is that your energy has to be in alignment with the universe. And if your energy is desperate, if you feel anxious, if you feel stressed, if you feel like you have to achieve this goal within a certain amount of time, then you're putting out kind of like negative energy to the universe that you don't really feel aligned with what you're doing, versus if you were to go into it doing what you're supposed to be doing when it comes to healing and not overthinking about when healing is going to happen and how it's going to happen. Then your energy is going to be more in alignment, because when you feel this way and when you are not controlling your outcomes, then your body is going to be more at ease, and so is your mind. And when your mind, body, and soul are all at ease, then this is when your energy is in alignment. And so if you do the opposite and you focus very, very hard on the end goal, then you're basically not in alignment. Not only this, when you're continuously focusing on the end goal, a lot of times you tend to forget what is happening in the present moment, right? You're so laser focused on like achieving this goal of clear skin that you like forget about the little things that you have to do in your journey in order to get there, right? Think of an example of like someone who wants to be a millionaire and all they care about is money. They like want this money. All they care about is like grinding and like doing everything under the sun in order to achieve this goal. And in the process of doing that, they start to kind of lose themselves in the journey. Maybe they don't take care of themselves as much anymore. Maybe they're like feeling so burnt out because they're overthinking about this money goal. And they're just so desperate and it's just so much on the body that they don't realize this is the reason why it's harder for them to get to that goal. Plus, when you're trying to achieve $1 million, it doesn't happen a year or 2 years or 3 years. Sometimes it takes a long time for businesses and for people to become successful. Similar situation when it comes to your eczema healing journey, right? When you're just focusing on the clear skin goal, you might not even realize how stressed you really are in the present moment because you just keep thinking about this goal. So this is why focusing on the end goal makes the healing journey even harder, because most of the time you're probably too focused, because I mean, that is everyone's goal when it comes to healing eczema, right? Is to have clear skin. But you have to start to think about how you feel when you're thinking about this goal. Are you like desperate? Are you pushing yourself? Are you working too much and too hard? Because that's only going to make this goal further and further away. Okay, the other thing too is when it comes to releasing control is you have to try your best to release the attachment to the outcome, which is really similar to like what I just shared with you earlier. But the more that you release your attachment to what the goal will look like or what the goal will be, the easier it is for the healing to happen. When you detach from the outcome, you're going to be more present and more grounded and focus on doing things that make your body feel good. One of the things that I tell my clients a lot in my one-on-one coaching and group coaching is do your best to not focus on the outcome, because sometimes we can't control. Well, most of the time we actually can't control the outcome. What we can control is our thoughts and our actions that actually have a direct impact on the outcome. So if we can't control how eczema healing is going to look like and whether or not you're going to heal, we can choose to change our thoughts and change our actions, because our thoughts and our actions can impact our result. So anytime that you think about wanting to know exactly how your skin is going to turn out, I want you to catch that thought and be present and focus on what's working now. Because if you focus too much in the future, you're always going to be feeling like it's never going to get here or it's going to be so hard to achieve. Versus if you focus on the present moment and doing the things that you know is going to heal you, then of course you're going to get to your end goal. Like there is only one way, right? If you are working on yourself every single day, nourishing your body, working on your mindset, doing the meditations, like all the things when it comes to healing your eczema, but again, not overdoing it as well, like there's no doubt that you are going to heal. If you weren't doing anything, if you were just chilling and like just waiting for healing to happen, that's a whole different story. But if you've been implementing things and your protocol makes sense to you and you feel good, you're taking inspired action, that's also very important too. You have to be feeling good with what you're doing. Then you're 110% going to heal. Like I guarantee that. However, if you are doing this, but you're also very laser focused on the future and the end goal, and you lose yourself in the process, then it's going to be really, really hard for you to heal because, again, you're just feeling more stressed about having to achieve that goal fast. We have to learn to let go of expectations sometimes and let go of the outcomes. That's really how it is when it comes to not just eczema healing, but anything in general. When it comes to manifesting's faster when you don't care. The less you care, the faster you're going to manifest. And I've seen that like so much in my own journey with my skin, with my business, with everything that I'm trying to manifest. Like when I just like take inspired action and know what I'm doing is working and fully trust, then I just let it go. And I know that I'm not in a hurry. I'm not racing with anybody. This is not a race to see who can heal faster or who can become the most successful. This is not a race. And so really think about how you're feeling when it comes to wanting to achieve this goal of clear skin. Because the more desperate you are, the more you put out to the universe that you want it so bad, and you're controlling and attaching to the outcome, then the harder it is for you to achieve that goal. So my 3 tips to release and control, and this you should do it in order, is number 1, first, recognize how attached you are to the outcome. So pull your journal, because I think writing it down is going to be the best way. And so write down how much you think you're attached to the outcome of clear skin. And I want you to also list your feelings too. Like, do you feel that you're very attached? You're desperate and you are anxious? Like, list anything that you're feeling right now when it comes to wanting to achieve clear skin. And then the second step, once you've recognized how attached you are to the outcome, then let's say you find out that you're actually pretty attached. Let's say it's like an 8 out of 10. Like you really notice that you think about this goal a lot, like all day long. Then your second step is to actually write down the actions you're currently taking to get you closer to healing. So what are you actually doing right now to help you heal? Are you nourishing your body with whole foods? Are you adding meditation every day? Are you intentionally finding time to journal? Are you speaking to yourself kindly? Like, list anything that you've changed recently or in the last few months to get you closer to healing. Okay? Once you've written down your actions, I want you to read it and be like, okay, what am I actually doing right now? And does this feel good to me? And once you can make that list, I guarantee you this is going to solidify your, basically you trusting yourself that these actions you're taking is going to get you to clear skin, right? And then the third and final step is, once you've listed your actions, I want you to surrender and trust. Because if you can physically see that you're doing all these things to heal your eczema, then, like I said, there's only one way when it comes to your end goal, and that is clear skin. So what you can do now that you've identified how you feel about the outcome, your attachment to the outcome, and you've listed the things you're doing to heal yourself, now you can surrender and trust, knowing that these actions are going to get you to your desired goal of clear skin. And what I mean by surrender and trust is, again, just being open to receiving and releasing the how and the when of when you're going to heal, because that's not up to you. The how and when is not up to you. Leave that to the universe and trust that the actions that you're taking is going to get you there. Big or small, it doesn't matter. It's the fact that you're taking those actions that feel good to you. And this is basically how you release control when you're more conscious and aware of how you're feeling when it comes to the outcome, and then identifying exactly what you're doing to heal yourself. And once you're able to identify that, that's basically just evidence. That's evidence that you're doing the work. So of course you're going to freaking heal. So all you got to do now is to believe in yourself and surrender and trust that it's going to work, and release the pressure you have on yourself on the when and the how. All right, that's basically what I have today for today's episode on how to release control. I hope this makes sense to you in terms of like how to approach this when it comes to releasing control and detaching yourself from the outcome, and why control actually makes things harder. It makes the healing journey harder. If you have any questions, feel free to send me a DM on Instagram at juliachan.rd. And of course, if you love this episode, I would really, really, really appreciate it if you could leave us a rating and review on Apple iTunes and screenshot it, because if you screenshot it and send it to my email at hello@juliachan.ca, then we will send you a free eczema visualization, which is like one of my favorite things to use when it comes to manifestation and mindset. We'll send it to your inbox for free. So please do us a favor. This is the only way that the podcast is going to grow organically. And lastly, if you are looking for support when it comes to healing your eczema and you want my eyes, ears, and my entire attention on your healing journey, right now I've opened up 3 one-on-one private coaching spots with me. And this is basically for the individual who is ready to start making changes to their eczema healing. They want to see a change. They want to heal faster. You want to be able to find your root causes, have clarity around your diet, have the clarity around supplements and all the things. Then one-on-one coaching is going to be for you. You can apply at the show notes below. And again, we're only taking 3 spots because it's a very intimate container. That's 6 months coaching with me. All right. I hope you guys have a good rest of your evening. And I am now off to my travels, and I'm excited to share more about this in the next episode. See you guys later. Thanks for tuning in to today's episode. Now, before I let you go, I want to let you know I have this amazing eczema visualization. This visualization has helped me so much when it comes to manifesting eczema healing, healing flares faster than I can ever imagine, reducing the itch, and just feeling great in my body. This is the exact same visualization I use for my own healing as well as my clients' healing as well. And if you want to receive this visualization, then all you have to do is leave us a review and tell us what you think about the podcast, screenshot it, send it to your email at hello@juliachan.ca, and you will receive the visualization to your inbox. I look forward to seeing your review, and we will see you in the next episode.